Hello everybody and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I'm Beard Grizzly and let's go ahead and get into the streets of Prague. Where we last left off, I was stealing people's money and going from there. Just going through a lot of exploration. I know it was a little on the boring side, but quite frankly, that's what we're going to be seeing a lot of. That and this. Because apparently this machine god is a real thing.
You are one of the gifted, friend. Join us in the machine god.
Okay.
The police street... Seeker, are you prepared for the ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close. And the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the church to guide me. What would you like to know?
Well, I kind of wanted to know more of what was going on here, so let's go.
Tell me more about this ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the machine god. This is the ascension.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Joseph called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
Alright, who's this builder?
I saw your builder upstairs. He's not doing so well.
I was afraid of this. His flesh is failing, as his faith did. Perhaps the mother was right to cast him out before he could tarnish the ascension.
Doesn't say much for your church that you abandoned someone for asking questions. Not going to do much for your recruitment drive.
One of the chosen holds vigil. That is all I can do. Joseph's passion turned to bitter poison, and the flesh is weak. There is nothing more to say, Seeker. Do you have more questions?
We got one more thing to ask.
This Singularity Church of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive to fill up the numbers.
And more. The builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the mother.
Let me guess, he's one of the flesh-flawed.
No, he simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
So basically he just... That's a little confusing. The guy just said that we're basically in a position where we're in need of ascension. Is that what I just picked up out of that? Because if that's the case, that also means I'm close to dying. I don't know if that's some kind of epic foreshadowing going on here, but alright. Sure. I should mention, they put out another patch here today. I took some finagling to get this to go. The big problem was I needed to actually... Let's look at that again. If I can get that to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's not do that ever again. Damn door. No, I wish there was a melee. We'll search your trunk. Nope, nothing in there. There was a patch that was put out today, though. There were some problems that I know. Oh shit! Oh shit! That isn't what we wanted to do. I guess these guys don't like the idea of anybody going through their stuff. All you gotta do is just hide. Wait, I could grind EXP like that? Like, go get found? Have something happen and then have that happen? It's panic in the streets! Oh, those guys are getting shot. Not on me anymore. I'm out of here. Alright. Okay, so no, they... I thought he was going to turn around and shoot me, to be honest. But nope, that's not what happened. Alright, we're going to here. So that's good. One of our first things that we ended up doing was, you know, getting shot.
Please, I can pay you. You must have neuropathy.
Sorry, we only sell rainbows. A different kind of drug. It is called neon. Make you forget all about neuropathy.
Okay.
My sister and I need medicine.
Moving back out here then, I think, at this point, because I don't want to cause any more trouble for people right now. That's good to know. There's two stations for cars. And I don't think I can show it off here again. One was just search, and then another actually gave me an option for an alarm. So I had a couple things that I should have been paying attention to there. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Street is off limits, or your buck. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Okay, fine. So we'll have to bust in a different way here, basically. Hi.
I will charge you with obstruction if you do not disperse.
Okay. If you guys forget what we're doing right now, too, we actually have to go and talk with the doctor. Now I forget his name. But the guy actually is going to fix up our augmentations so they stop flashing and flickering like they are. That's one of the biggest problems we're running into right now. Simply can't get anything upgraded or do anything different.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Well, she was okay. I mean, that's part of it. These guys are also just doing their job, and I get that too. Or at least that's what they're trying to make it seem like all the same. Hello.
Yes?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
Oh,
For someone
yeah?
who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare.
Of course.
do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
Let's take a beer.
I'll have a beer.
Here you go. Anything else?
That's it.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
Boop. Alright, we'll take a beer, even though I just woke up, right? That's exactly what we should do. What I really, really, really love about this game right now is that it just feels like it's lived in. Like, all the extra junk that's hanging around, and thank God for smart vision so I can actually see all the crafting parts and whatnot, but it just really feels lived in. You know, all this stuff kind of hanging around, just sitting there. It's awesome. Well, glad we made a little circle here. Let's go this way. Alright, we'll get a move on here, because I do want to get our augments back and start upgrading. Because apparently there's a lot of different augmentations that we can do now, too. And I'm very interested with that. Nope. Nope. Not gonna do that. Alright, so these guys are standing here. There's an alcove back here.
Don't forget about your permit authentication.
Okay.
Doc Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All Augs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
Must have left it in my other coat.
You expect me to believe that?
I expect you to believe that my docs are up to date.
I wish it was that simple. Unfortunately, brand new measures just got implemented. If you try to continue this way without latest permit, I am legally obliged to shoot you.
Oh. Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something.
Something seems off here.
We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in
permitification. What a word.
He offers permits, authentication cards, peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
Oh, good grief.
This document agent you mentioned, is he the one in charge? He gets you to stop Oggs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
Alright, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shekashka. There's a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't ask questions.
You don't want me to ask questions, huh?
We got this.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card.
Alright, alright. Let's go check this out, because I'm curious now. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna grab this equipment quick before they go away, huh? Is there anybody else? Any other things I can steal? Let's be honest, it's most of the game just stealing crap left and right. What's in here? What's down here? Of course it's an electric floor. Why wouldn't it be an electric floor? Jesus. It's always an electric floor. It's like, to me, it's a running joke of Deus Ex. It's always an electric floor. And you've always got to be mindful of it. Like, ugh.
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help Oggs with documentation, upgrade their permits.
You have the money.
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will
1 week.
How much do you charge people for this?
Not people. Oggs. 35,000.
Yeah, no. No. I don't even have that much.
Your buddy said this one was on the house, because I'm such a nice guy.
Drahomir would never say that.
What would he say? Something like, gouge every Ogg sucker I send you for as much money as you possibly can? Is that how this works?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work. Puts more effort in than we ask her to.
Insult, pay 35. I think I'll
This
do
is as much
this.
as I'm willing to give you. So what kind of shiny new permit does this get me?
Fucking tourist. You're wasting my time, Og.
Are we gonna have words now? All right. I don't know why I find that so funny. Nobody's close by, so that's fine.
Not sure why they went after that old bastard.
If that guy wasn't looking this way, I could sneak.
Sure. Might just have been the diversion. Let's hope we stay shut.
Okay. That should be enough. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. I keep forgetting I can jump, like, superbly high now.
If I knew what I was looking for.
Okay. So now we're up on the rooftops.
Fucking lasers everywhere. Useless.
Over there. Watch your back.
He heard me, but that's okay. Now where to? Let's see. Can't really get to another ledge, so we're pretty well stuck on that end. We're gonna hop down. Oh.
You say something? I don't think so.
Okay.
The boss is ready. This time I won't miss.
Well, I would hope not when you're laying on the ground. You have a nice night thinking about that. Meanwhile, I'm going to take everything that you have. Because I steal all your money. Wow, I talk about lasers everywhere. Jeez. Can we get under this one? Yeah, okay. Good. At least our smart vision is still working, you know? Whoa. Oh, that's a camera. That's no good. Nah, he just walks right out in front of us. That's good work there. Oh, inventory full. Here we go with this baloney again. Alright, we have too much in our inventory right now to even think to get rid of all that, so we're gonna move up. Again, the world is just gorgeous looking. There's a lot that's going on with it, and frankly, there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to make sure that I don't screw up either, but you know, that gets to be a little of an impossibility with the way things move. Like lasers and grids and stuff. Like, geez, man. Can I doubt a stun gun's gonna do this, but no, nowhere near enough power for that. If I can get it to move again, which I think I just did. Yeah, okay. Let's hit it here. I think I popped out a little too far. Wonder if we let the alarm reset, if it'll not have to worry too much about it. Looks like I could probably jump over that, couldn't I? Let's give it a try. Made it. Okay, now there's a security spot that's here. Let's hack it.
Anomaly detected.
Aha.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
That was way too slow. Okay, the lockdown has a timer now. Again, I do not purport to be any kind of expert on any of these games, but, you know, everything is kind of the way that it is. Just going to try again and go from there. I think at this point I know where I need to go. Let's see if we can do it here.
Trace program initiated.
Can we do it? Stop
Access
worm.
granted.
Okay, we got it just in time. Good. Good, good. Okay, we're going to open this door. We're going to turn the laser grid off. And we're going to disable both cameras. Now it's time to disconnect. We're through. Everything looks good. And we have our woman.
Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts.
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected.
Disaffected.
You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. As the government, they print up these official permits each month. But they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anything. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
Could it be the one that
sounds like the safest
we
bet.
had stop
Otherwise,
us?
You're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms, scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Okay, let's check it out.
All right, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
All right. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
I've already taken care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code, 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Isn't that right, Steve?
Okay then, so we've got a couple things that we can actually take care of and do here. And we'll go to this safe that she's talking about. Hopefully this isn't another trap of some sort, you know? Okay. Aha! And 2489. So our hacking is way too low for a lot of the stuff that's going on here, which is kind of sad. Enter without breaking. Okay, I like that. And I think we just got another 1,000 credits. That's some nice pocket change. So, holster our weapon again. Keep moving up. Alright. So the cameras are clean. Everything else is clean. It didn't exactly go the way I planned it to because, well, I didn't probably do what I should have. Oh, there's a hatch here. Look at this. See, this is the kind of stuff that, oh, that's not working. That's not good. Okay, we're getting back up. Ooh. Our rebreather's not working. I didn't notice that off the bat. Alright, we're back up. And we're out. It's no good. No good at all. So far, if I have any complaints, it's something basically like that. They gave me something in the beginning and then they took it away, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I don't know what you said, and the subtitles didn't come up. Moving on. Alright. We're going to try to take care of... We're going to try to get through this position and this side mission, and then we'll probably give this a stop. But let me go see what this is about.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Irenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Irenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Irenka is not well. We must shield her.
Irenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay, so there's one of them handed too. She mentioned a play. I'm gonna see if... No. Okay. I thought maybe one of the posters would show it off, but there was a Russian man whom... I'm not going to remember much about this because this was so long ago. But I saw this in college. And the play was literally called either Robots or Robot. It was very similar to that, though. But it was created by a Russian man. And he was, for his time, a very large visionary that basically just had the thought that, hey, we're going to probably make something in our time that will think, feel, and act for itself. And what he basically came up with was robots. And, oh, hello.
Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
Thank you so much for what you've done.
Well, we didn't kill him, but, you know, that's fine. What's up, buddy?
Thank you. I didn't know.
Finish my story a bit.
There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... my daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you... Please, tell me, when can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager. That was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
Because he's an AUG.
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have, a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
It's not possible, Edward. You would have remembered when the signal was broadcast, augmented people were made to lose control. Some of them did unspeakable things, but in your case, I don't think you're one of them, or we can tell the truth. When the signal was broadcast, Augs were made to do terrible things. Some of them can't remember or choose not to remember. Truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward, but that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
All right. So basically, and unfortunately, he ended up hurting his...
I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
Nice time for a war.
So real quick, I'm going to pause this right here for a moment. But the what we just ended up listening to this is that this guy ended up hurting his family. It was part of what the incident, as was just mentioned, was all about. The incident made augmented people do absolutely crazy things. It literally manipulated every piece of their mind and made them do all kinds of crazy, nutty things. At the end of Deus Ex, Human Revolution, you literally see people in Panchaea, the place of ground zero for all of this, running in packs, and if they see you, they will all run at you. Multiple people just running at you. And you have a choice, basically, at that point. You can mow them all down because they're all just going to start scraping at you and hurting you while saying, don't make me do it, don't let me do it, nothing like that. Like, it was, in a lot of ways, it was gut-wrenching to sit and listen to it because it was one thing going on while another was happening. They literally had no control over themselves. But I was talking about something else, too. One of the other pieces that was happening with Arena 4, she talked about a play. It was developed by or written by a Russian gentleman. Looks like I'm waiting in line here. This is kind of cool. But it was made by a Russian gentleman who said, we're going to make something happen, and we're going to create something. And that creation very well could have been robots. And those robots may have ended up learning and wanted to be something and wanted to basically become more than what they were. And that's basically what she's trying to say there, that the personality of the robot was something that was covering over her. Nothing... It's basically a parallel to show the augmentation basically doing the same exact thing. So...
People need to understand that citizenship is a privilege, and it demands responsibility.
But what it further says about a lot of it is how... I'm just...
We won't push you aside for your augment. Part of something.
What's this?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
This is the guy that Seraph was talking about in part 1. So...
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us?
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia, a concept city. 3D printed, beyond state-of-the-art. A symbol of evolution.
3D printed city.
In the deserts of Oman. I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
Lottery. Okay. Okay, we know how lotteries work. Built in a desert seems like a utopia. Future isn't something a corporation can create and sell at a premium. If anyone knows that, it's the augmented. Optimistic. I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future, but the future the augmented want is the same as anyone else.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business.
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
Nathaniel Brown?
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is 0 footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented. It is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people.
It happened in Human Revolution with David Seraph. Rabia...
What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee.
We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between augmented and non-augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
I thought the Udalek complex was Santo's future for the augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Udalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an Aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with R.U.R.
And haven't we all heard something like that before?
You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of R.U.R. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
I'm gonna say that's the main thing, is just trying to create either a utopia or are allowing people to move in.
Things are getting complicated over here. I could really use your help.
I'll be there when I can, Kohler.
What's this? Oh. Okay. So we're going to a different area then. I want to get this side mission done for you guys before I try to end the episode. We'll see how long that goes. But getting back, I know I'm really all over the place here with my my thoughts right now, but the robots play ended up having a little bit more going on with it, though. Basically a little furthering with them basically losing control and basically going ahead and attacking others. It basically destroyed humanity because of the overrunning that was the robots. And because of everything being overran, because of everything basically going away, the humans basically didn't exist anymore. So I guess what they were trying to at least compare this situation to is that augmented people are becoming the robots, or at least she feels that way. Obviously, we know it's more of like a mental disorder she's probably suffering from, but that's a fair little pass back, especially considering we're sitting here in Prague and it's around the place that they ended up making that play. Again, I saw that play back when I was in college, and I thought it was an interesting concept. And it also had a lot to do with Isaac Asimov coming up with his laws of robotics and coming up with like iRobot and a few other places. But a lot of good things that came from robots. It led to a lot of good things, period.
Permit validation office is closed. It's
always closed. He pushed me, but it pushed the door open.
2 years too late already.
Weird. Alright. So we gotta get inside there. And we're gonna try to make this as quick as we can. We could just do the frontal assault. I don't really want to do that, especially for a government area. Stay. I hope you're not planning on doing anything to ruin it for everyone. Whatever, jerk. Whatever. I'm sure I would have an easier time getting around places, too, if I had augments a little bit more than what I have at the moment. Because I know that's one of the biggest problems I'm running into at the moment. Oh, I need a key card for this. Well, it leaves me with one option that I see available to me, which is just rush it. And I don't like that idea at all. Don't see a way inside to the permit office. I don't see any other ways inside. So, crap. And is this the security guard that was there? I think so. Okay, what I can do is take this guy out. Knock him out. Again, that's unavailable. We need a biocell badly. Alright, we're back in business. Now I can wait for the camera to turn if it does turn. And if it does turn, I'm gonna rush in and knock her out. And they're looking at me like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Again, this would be a little easier if I had Alright, we just dipped that camera. That camera's curious on what's happening to us. We can actually dip by this guy, I think. So we're gonna do that. Can we hack it? No, we can't. Oh, 6788. And we're in. Okay, we'll see how bad this spot's gonna be. So there's a camera sitting right up there. Is it gonna notice us? No? Okay. Let's see if we can gain access to security. We can. Alright. Question is, where do we go? Ah, I see it, I see it.
Trace program initiated.
We have nothing. Great. I didn't want to do that. I'm going to disconnect quick. Got drawers. Maybe there's like a micro tool. Micro tool here. Actually, so I'm not setting everything off. Let's see if I can make one. I can make one. Let's make a multi-tool. Alright, we're going to make this a little easy on ourselves. Of course we're full on inventory. Why wouldn't we be full on inventory? I'm going to finally drink that beer I bought. Oh my goodness. This is what you call a bad idea. Equip this. And there we go. Boy, being augmented, it sure wears off quick, doesn't it? $9.90, $99, done. Alright. Let's kill the camera system here. Is this the one? Yes, okay. I'm just going to turn this one off. And permit station, we need to activate that. Here we go.
Milena, I got into the R permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in the
good.
bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit. The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least.
Oh my god. Arenas or Edwards? Edwards.
Good. Edwards' documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Okay. And we're going to...
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Give this a minute. So at this point now, we've only got one, unfortunately, of these guys that we ended up saving, which is a little bit of a shame. But at that point, at least we've done something. I could say that's better than what I would have hoped for. So, all right. At this point now, I think we can actually head back to where we were before, because I didn't really want to leave that area. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm really not a fan of the frontal assault. I don't like just running into buildings like that. I didn't like that I couldn't go to different places to get to the forgery center. But it is what it is. And this was all a side mission. You know, I know there's a good bit of running around that we ended up doing, but this is all of a side mission, which is pretty awesome in my mind. We learned a little bit more about the world. We learned how things have kind of been developing, especially with the machine god. Like, that was not a thing in Human Revolution. That was not something that was going on. It may have been, and they just never talked about it too much. But now at this point, maybe it was in an ebook. I think it was on an ebook in Human Revolution. Now that I think about it, but yeah. Going back up. Going back up. Right. So we don't have to wait in lines. We don't have to do anything like that. Which is good.
Don't do anything suspicious.
What?
What is this?
Alright, dude. Whatever. Okay. So the next thing we've got to do is over here. I guess this is just talking to, what's his nuts? Hey, buddy.
So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop. And I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer do you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The old permits may not work anymore. But my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Melena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
I think I'll just take the long way around for now.
But we'll be back to you soon, buddy. Now, she had mentioned that there was a police officer that was close by that...
What a place.
Her? Yeah.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I used to be a cop, for what it's worth.
Let me guess. Not in Prague. And not since the incident.
In America. Detroit, a long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop. A long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
R.U.R, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's R.U.R been up to behind my back?
There was a girl named Elena. The way she tells it, she was forced at gunpoint to work for R.U.R. They kept her in a little room and made her forge documents for them.
Why didn't she go to the police?
She was scared. A lot of people are scared.
Yeah, of course they are. Prague's going to hell. The bad cops don't care and the good ones are too busy filling out forms. Fuck it. R.U.R's been pulling this shit for long enough and I'm sick of being told to ignore it. Official police business now.
Official police business.
Stay out of it.
I'll stay out of it, but I'm gonna watch. Nice. Nice. Well, now we're watching them, you know, just take these guys out. That's pretty cool.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend R.U.R.
I've seen R.U.R pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not going to be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Okay. So we now have a couple of things hanging around here that I can pick up at some point. Once again last night, I know you think she's too scared to stay away for good, but she will always come crawling back out of fear. But still, without her, our forgery ring is nothing. I understand how much you hate the idea of making structural changes to your mother's old building, but keep in mind that Hanaki and Raki Toys wasn't built to sustain our kind of operation. We need to do more to keep Milena inside and to keep everyone else out. So that basically pegs them as kidnappers and extortionists. So at this point, you know, I have no problem doing what just happened. But that's cool. I wanted to see that ended up playing out, and it did. So that's all good to me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. This is going on a lot longer than I expected it was going to. I've got a little bit of editing ahead of me here. But that said, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll go ahead and pick it up in episode 3. I promise I will pick up on where we were with the main story, and we'll go from there. Again, if you guys liked what you saw here, subscribe, hit the like or dislike button below just to let me know what's going on. And thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.